As I've mentioned before in other Win the Inbox episodes, maintaining open rates is essential. But what if your open rate is stuck? Even if you're around or beating industry averages, which are 20% or so, you know there are some lists that are absolutely crushing those numbers. How do they do it? The key to getting that all-important open is, of course, the subject line. But because there is so much to cover on subject lines alone, I can't possibly get it all done in my promised 3 minutes or less. So to make it all work, the next 5 Win the Inbox episodes are devoted to subject line do's and don'ts. And that includes the subject line's important companion, the preview or preheader text. As always, the show transcript will include everything I cover here. And so, welcome to this episode, part 1 of 5 of the subject line series, and the first of 3 parts on the do's of writing compelling subject lines that get your emails read. Hi, I'm Phil Hollows, CEO of email service provider feedblitz.com, and this is Win the Inbox, where I cover one email marketing question in 3 minutes or less, usually. Before I get into the subject line hacks, I must make this point. None of these tips matter if you make the topic all about you and not the recipient. And once more for the people in the back, make your subject line about the reader and her needs. Start from there first. So the very first tip is this: do connect with the reader. People are complicated, and what resonates will vary. But every one of us has fears, pain, desires, aspirations, our sense of self-worth, and our insecurities too. We all have the things that make us feel empowered and the things we run away from. Positive, uplifting email subject lines that speak to growth and success work very well, but sometimes exciting the darker side of your audience can also be remarkably effective, especially if it's a little out of character with the rest of your mail stream. Whatever you do, you have to pull the reader in, and quickly. Do be authentic. If the subject line doesn't fit you, it won't fit your audience either. Do be relevant and truthful. Don't waste the trust you've built. You need sustained open rates time after time. A deceptive one-off may get you instant gratification, but won't cut it in the long run. Do be brief. Only the first 5 words or so, or about 50 characters, can fit on a phone screen. It's okay to go longer for other email apps, but it's important to make your point early. Try to cut your subject line down to just 1 or 2 words. It's a great exercise and very effective if you can pull it off. Do ask rhetorical questions. It creates intrigue, stimulates thought, and stokes curiosity. But be sure to ask open-ended and not yes-no questions, because if the reader mentally replies no, then they'll never open your mail. Do mention keywords that click with your list. Examples include store names, brands, hot industry topics, personalities, dates, and holidays. For example, Black Friday is a great keyword to use. Add in Walmart or Target, boom. If your keyword speaks both to those who are hopeful and those who are fearful, so much the better. For example, for NFL fans, read why Tom Brady's career is over speaks New England Patriots supporters' fears and everyone else's not so secret hopes. As a subject line, it covers both sides of the emotional coin, no matter which team the subscriber supports. It's a win. Do personalize, especially on transactional and targeted emails. Think beyond the recipient's first name here. For example, if you're selling oil changes, mention my car's make and model year and the last time I came in. And that's it for part 1. Since there's a lot here and lots of sometimes conflicting advice about email marketing subject lines online, you have to test. Try something, review the results, then try again. You need to find an approach that works for both you and your audience. And if you found this helpful, please like, share, and subscribe. And you can watch all the Win the Inbox episodes at feedblitz.com/wintheinbox. I'm Phil Hollows, and I'll see you next time with part 2 in the series of subject line tips.